Hi, hello, welcome to Tej Academy. Good evening, Pooja. Good evening, Sandra. Uh, no, I am not the faculty in RIE Mysore, but I was the student of RIE Mysore. Good evening, Rajeshwari. Good evening, good evening, Ramya. So I request all of you to send live streaming link to as much as possible to your friends and who are actually appearing for the CWE exam so that it will be useful for them. Good evening. Yeah, this program continues for exactly 1 hour. So we do value your valuable time. So in 1 hour, I am going to cover two major important things today. So one is the paper pattern in teaching aptitude in RIE CEE. So, what are the trends in teaching aptitude? And based on that, we have prepared some solid models, most expected kind of models, roughly 50 questions, 50 MCQs. So we can comfortably, complete in 1 hour. In the next 1 hour, uh, I'll make sure that you will be experiencing all those important models based on the PYQs. Yeah, let's start. If any new student is watching and if you are new to this channel, please do subscribe our Tej Academy for more valuable content related to variety of exams, not only RIE, CEE, and regarding other exams also. So let's continue the session. Am I audible now? Is my voice is audible? Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you. Hi, hi. I think now I am audible. Yeah, sorry. I think some technical issue is there. Yes, yes. So let me share my screen. Is my screen is visible? Yes. Okay. So let us move to the topic. See, we analyzed 2022 and 24 question papers exclusively on teaching aptitude. You can see on my screen. So please see, I just shared my screen. You can clearly see 2022 and 24 question paper analysis exclusively and teaching aptitude. So when we did this 2022 and 2024 CWE level 1, level 2, and also level 3 question papers, so we realized that questions are coming from different parts of the syllabus, and uh, we have identified the syllabus into different segments. You can see on my screen the subtopic list: attitude towards education, children and teaching, interest in teaching, leadership qualities and group management, emotional and social adjustment, intrapersonal and interpersonal skills, digital initiatives and pedagogy, NEP 2020 and school education, NCF school education 2023, and also general awareness of contemporary issues. So when we have taken, these are the subtopics, and the number of questions which were given during 2024, 2022, and of course we also did for the 2018 and 2019 papers, we did not include on the screen since from 2022 the latest syllabus has been introduced. I hope this will be most useful for you people. So if you see, attitude towards education, children and teaching, and also interest in teaching, almost you are getting 8 questions roughly. You can clearly see together you are getting 8 questions in the previous year, and before that 4 questions. The next major area, digital initiatives, almost 4 to 5 questions are coming every year. And from NEP 2020 and school education also the major part of questions are coming. And general awareness of contemporary issues. So which have a broader perspective of syllabus. So obviously from there the number of questions might be more comparatively other areas. So NCF is School Education 2023. Since it was there was no question on NCF SC 2023 last year, so probably this year there is a huge probability to ask question from this particular area. Now, what we did today, based on these subtopics, today I have collected some of the PYQ models on the first subtopic, second subtopic, attitude towards education, children, teaching, and also interest in teaching. So based on this, we have collected roughly around some 20 PYQs. Based on those PYQ level, PYQ models, we also collected, we also framed some 13 new models on this. So let us move to the first one. So before moving to the first question, if new students are watching this, if you have not yet subscribed our video or if you are not yet subscribed our channel, please do subscribe and circulate among your friends and known people. Let's see the first question. In the class, student should. In the class, student should be stopped to ask questions. No. In the class, student should be discouraged to ask question. No. In the class, student should be motivated to ask question. In the class, student should not be allowed to ask questions. So if you see carefully, the first option, second option, fourth option has almost similar meaning. Yes, you all are correct. Option 3 is correct. So these are the questions which most of the students can guess. So you can see the first option, second option, fourth option almost similar. Only the third option is different. So we can easily guess the answer for this. And this was the question which was asked in 2022 level 1. Let's move to the second question. The most important function of a good teacher is to. This is also again 2022 PYQ level 1. The most important function of a good teacher is to encourage the students, to punish the students, to help the students learn the subject, to help students to prepare for exam. Yes, most of you, see, most of us, we may think that the first statement itself, encourage the students. Many of them may go to this. Encourage the students is fine, but in what perspective we need to encourage? So we need to, when these kind of questions appear in your exam, you need to go through all the 4 options. So punish the students is wrong. Help the students to learn the subject. Help students to prepare for exam. So here out of given options, the most appropriate one is 3. A good teacher is to help the students learn the subject. So his duty is to learn the subjects. Yes, correct. Let's move to the third question, which is also a 2022 PYQ. During classroom discussion, a teacher often pays more attention to boys than girls. So teacher is paying more attention to boys than girls. This is an example of, yeah, gender bias. It is not gender identity, it is not gender relevance, it is not gender consistency. So it is a gender bias. Yes. Moving to the fourth question. A child is motivated to learn more when there is. A child is motivated to learn more when there is no interference by the parents, when there is more time provided by teacher, when there is positive feedback from the teacher, when there is silent learning environment. See here, the parent intervention is not the reason. More time provided by the teacher, positive feedback from the teacher. So out of this, the second one and third one play an impact. Third one play a major impact on student learning, learning process. So the third option is correct. So positive feedback from the teacher. A teacher to be effective, a teacher to be effective should. This is a 2024 previous year question, last year question paper. A teacher to be effective should introduce the lesson before teaching, have command over language, have command over subject, all of the above. Yes, you all are right. The fourth option, all of the above are necessary characteristics of an effective teacher. You see, on the same concept, every year one question has been asked. Every year, 2018 onwards, an effective teacher, one question is asked. Next, an effective teacher is expected to. You can see last year, two questions are there on the same thing. An effective teacher is expected to encourage student initiative, reduce anxiety to moderate level, make students feel education is their need, all of the above. Again, an effective teacher role is all of the above. So a teacher, effective teacher is going to encourage student initiative. He will encourage the students to take initiation and do the task, reduce anxiety level to the moderate level. He will maintain the stability, make the students feel education is their need, and all of the above. So in your exam, when this kind of all of the above option is there, so please read the options at least 2-3 times to reconfirm. In majority of the cases, when there is all of the above, the possibility may be the fourth one. So you have to read carefully all the options given. Next, question number 7. Teaching is an ideal profession because teaching is an ideal profession because it is not because of much workload. Teachers do a lot of work, an ample opportunity for learning and growing, more holidays, a noble profession. Sorry. Yeah, majority of you are selecting second one, ample opportunity for learning and growing. Of course, in majority of the professions, this ample opportunity for learning and growing will be available. Teaching is an ideal profession because it is a noble profession. Option 4. So, it's a fundamental point. Teaching is an ideal profession because it is a noble profession. It has a specific importance comparatively other professions. Yeah, it also provides the lifelong learning opportunity. It also provides the lifelong growing opportunity. Comparatively all of these, it is a significant profession where it is going to create more impact on the child's future. So it's a noble profession. That is why it is an ideal profession. So option 4 is correct. Students should prefer teachers. Students should prefer teachers who dictate notes, who give important questions to them, who clarify subject difficulties, or who are disciplined. Yeah, in these four options, the student should prefer teachers who clarify their subject difficulties. This is the most suitable answer. Yes, correct. Surabhi, correct. Varun, correct. Manogne, correct. Nagambika, correct. Yes, the third option is correct. Next, students like teachers who are. Students like teachers who are well dressed, regular and time conscious, have good knowledge, understand personal problems. Generally, a student likes teachers who are, yes, yes, you all are correct. Three, have good knowledge on the particular subject he teaches. You should have a good knowledge. That is the primary character. Well dressed, regular, maintaining punctuality, understanding the personal problems of this, this fourth one, understanding the personal problems of the student is not a criteria to decide the teacher quality. So the third one is correct option. Let's move to the 10th question. If students do not attend class, a teacher should. When a student do not attend class, a teacher should blame the students? No. Keep quiet? No. Use interesting teaching methods? Of course. But before that, teacher should know the reason for absence. The fourth one. So here in this question, majority of the students may have opportunity to go for third. I can see Pooja, Madan, they have choose third option. See, when a student is not attending class, there may be multiple reasons. It's not because he is not liking the teaching. There may be multiple reasons. So first, teacher should understand the reason for absence. If he comes to know that because of the boring lecture, because of the lack of interest on teaching, the student is getting absent, then he can improve on the teaching methods. He can use the interesting teaching methods. The first thing which teacher should do here is know the reason for absence. So teacher uses visual aids to make learning. Question number 11. Teacher uses visual aids to make learning interesting, to make learning passive, to make learning quicker, and to make learning complex. Of course, the first one. Manogna. Visual aids are used to make learning interesting, not quicker. See, the learning may happen quick or moderate or slow, but by using visual aid, learning will be interesting. That is 100%. So, to make learning more interesting, engaging, effective, we are using visual aids. A child who deviates from social norms of behavior is called. A child who deviates from social norms of behavior. So when there are set of rules in the school, if he deviates, when there is a set of rules in the norms in the society, if he is deviating, we call him as, yeah, many of you are identifying one, two, creative child. Pooja, creative child. No, if he is deviating from the social norms, he is not called as creative child. Deprived means somebody who do not have a sufficient food or sufficient money, they are called as deprived. Backward, who are belongs to certain inaccessible things, they are called as backward. The fourth option, please do remember the meaning of delinquent, the one who do not follow the norm, one who break the norm, one who break the law is known as delinquent. So option 4 is the correct one. Let's move to the question number 13. If the children do not understand the subject, if the children do not understand the subject, they should leave their school? No. Be provided more exercises? They should do independent study at home? They should be provided remedial teaching? Yes, yes, you all are correct. The fourth option. When students do not understand the subject, we should provide remedial teaching. Correct. Good, good. Congratulations. Question number 14. For effective learning, students should have. For effective learning, students should have ability to learn, motivation to learn, opportunity to learn. Question number 14. Okay, okay. Majority of you are selecting fourth option. Fourth option. Some of you selected both one and two. Yes, fourth option, fourth option, fourth option. But the correct option is three. See, we say every student is unique and he has the ability to learn. Every student is unique, they are able to learn. Motivation to learn, that is a common component. An effective learning will happen when student is having an opportunity to learn. Okay, option 3. You see, the question seems to be very easy, quite common. Many of you directly opted for because you have seen the first one and second one. You felt you are correct, but the correct option is the third one. I am 100% sure in your upcoming exam on 29th, all teaching aptitude questions, you feel that you know them. So if a question, whenever there is a question, if you feel that you know very well, you have to read 2 times. Please do, please do read 2-3 times before going to select the answer. See, the ultimate possibility for effective learning is, as a teacher, we should create an opportunity to learn. Then comes the ability, then comes the motivation. The first one is creating an opportunity. Yeah, Varun. There is no student without ability to learn. Maybe he is unable to learn what you are saying. He may learn something else. So ability to learn is not actually considered by the education policy. Education policy always strongly says, the national curriculum frameworks always strongly says every child is unique and they are able to learn. Right. Yeah, they do require motivation, Gandharvini, but in this question, the most appropriate answer will be the third one. See, the first point, if you when you start a learning process, the first point as a teacher, you should create the opportunity. In that process, if he is unable to learn, then you need to motivate him. That will come the second one, but that is not the first one. So third one is the correct option here. Yeah, let us move to the question number 15. A good teacher is one who A good teacher is one who gives information, one who inspires students to learn, one who gives printed notes to students, one who explains concepts and principles. Yes. So in this, printed notes, concepts and principles, these are same. The second one, inspire students to learn. Students should able to create that facility and you should inspire students to learn. And he can help when they are learning. He can help in the form of explaining concepts, explaining principles, or providing additional notes. That is supplementary, but his major responsibility is to inspire students to learn. Moral values can be effective inculcated in students when the teacher. Moral values can be effective inculcated in students when the teacher herself practices them. Teacher frequently talks about them. When teacher tells stories of a great people, when teacher talks of gods and goddesses. The first one, when teacher herself or himself practices them, automatically it will be inculcated in students. Okay, first option. Yeah, Varun Varsha once again explain 15th one. Yeah, just. So a good teacher is one who gives information, gives printed notes to students. These both are same. Explains concepts and principles. That is, you are following a lecture method. Explain concepts and principles is just a demo, a lecture method. That is not a good teacher quality. Good teacher should inspire students to learn. So inspiring students to learn indicates he need to provide the facility. He need to create a situation where he can inspire them. So that plays a major role. Yeah, let's move to the 17th question. Without knowing concept, how can we learn? See, concept 100%. See, as a teacher, he will be teaching the concepts. That's fine. But there, effective learning, takes place only when there is a environment suitable for that. When students do not take interest in studies, teachers should take more interest in teaching, make teaching more interesting, give examples of meritorious students, try to understand the reasons for lack of interest. Yeah, fourth one, correct. Madan, please do read all the options. Take more interest in teaching, make teaching more interesting. Both are same. They both are same. First one and second option both are same. First, as a teacher, when you have certain difficulty, you need to understand the reason. That is the first step. Based on the reason, you can plan the strategy. An effective teacher is one who, again, you see the similar kind of question. Effective teacher is a similar kind of question, but slightly options might be different. An effective teacher is one who controls the class effectively, motivates students to learn better, corrects the assignments carefully, gives more information in less time. Here, motivate students to learn better. Motivate students to learn better. 19th question. Teachers' most important challenges. Teachers' most important challenges. To prepare question paper? No. To maintain discipline in the classroom? To make teaching learning process enjoyable? To make students to do their homework? Yeah, question number 19. To make teaching learning process enjoyable, that is the most challenging and most responsibility of the teacher. Okay, the third one. Good, good. Dhruti, any test series for level 2? Yeah, you see why actually I am making this video. If you compare, especially in teaching aptitude, level 1 and level 2 will have almost same type of pattern. The reason is the level 1 students are coming from plus 2. Level 2 students also completed some degree. For education subject, they are completely new. The candidates who are appearing for the level 1 as well as level 2, Both for teaching aptitude, they are completely new. That is why in level 1 and level 2, the difficulty level is almost similar. Moreover, the concepts which are framed in the questions in level 1 and level 2 are same. Maximum it is same. So that is the reason why we have not given any separate test series for level 1, separate test series for level 2. So these two categories, level 1 category and level 2 category, should solve all the questions which are given as a common, because the concepts are repeating. Next, move to the question number 20. Which of the following is essential for self-confidence of a teacher? Yeah. When you enter into a class, to improve your self-confidence as a teacher, mastery on subject, control on student, attractive personality, being social with students. Here comes the subject. To improve the self-confidence of a teacher, the first important thing, you should have a command on subject. Madan, attractive personality. Okay, okay, okay. Next, coming to the 21. So till now, up to question number 20, I have displayed some of the PYQ models which are already asked in level 1 and level 2. Now from question number 21, these are new models. So teaching is a natural process and it should be done in natural environment close to nature stated by. So who stated this? Teaching is a natural process and it should be done in natural environment close to nature. Sorry. So it is Rabindranath Tagore. Yes, option 4. Athi, Rabindranath Tagore. Correct. A teacher with good aptitude must be aware of the essential components of teaching except. So he should be aware of the essential component of teaching except. So lesson planning, yes, he should have awareness. Teaching learning strategies, he should have awareness. Effective communication also he should have. But demotivating students, this is not a criteria. So fourth one is exception, correct one. Good, good, good. Next, question number 23. Try to guess this. Which of the following is not true about education? Education is a process that continues throughout the life. Education comprised of knowledge, experience, skills, and attitudes. Due to education, the socio-economic, cultural, and political development of students cannot be possible. It can be possible. Education is helpful in the development of society as it develops good citizens. Yes, 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 all of you correct. It's the third option. Next, question number 24. The word education is derived from which of the following languages? Question number 24. Yes, it is derived from Latin. Latin word. Good. Next. Question number 25. Which is the aim of informal education? Aim of informal education. So there are different types of educations: formal, informal, non-formal, general, special. Like this, there are different types of education. Yes, yes, you all are correct. Fourth one. Fourth one is correct. Informal education purpose is not to reduce the education budget, to end the autonomy of schools, no. To provide the formal education, no. To impart the education to common people. to include the more number of people. That is the purpose of the informal education. What is mean by exactly informal education? Informal education indicates it occurs on random basis without much structured basis. There won't be any timetable, there won't be any organization, institution. Informal education is going to happen randomly. Randomly, where exactly? Randomly, it occurs in the family. So the person is going to learn something from family. He is going to learn something from peer group. He is going to learn something from TV, radio, media, without any specific timetable, without any structured organization. If something is happening, that is called as informal education. Now you try to justify the fourth one. Varun, sir, explain option 2. End of the autonomy of school. See, school has its own power. I can say autonomy means power. It has its own power in the society, like conduction of the regular exams, certifying them. This is the autonomy given to the schools. So, because of the informal education, student is not going to join the school. The purpose of the informal education is not to dilute the school system. There may be certain students who are unable to access the regular schools. For them also, to include in the educated community, the informal education is started. Yeah. Next question number 26. Teacher aim to help children to develop their abilities through education. Teacher aim to help children to develop their abilities through education. Education individually is going to develop, or individually and in socially desirable ways. Only in socially desirable ways, the way the children want. Majority of you are opting for 26 4. No, the way the children want is not the criteria. Teacher aim to help the children to develop their abilities through education individually and also in socially desirable ways. So teacher is going to help them individually and also socially desirable ways, not as per the children wish. As per the children wish, he is not going to help. He is going to consider the views of the children. He is going to accept and consider and analyze the views of the children, expectations. Next, question number 27. In a progressive classroom setup, the teacher facilitates learning by providing an environment that, in a progressive classroom setup, the teacher facilitates learning by providing an environment that is restrictive? No. That discourages inclusion? No. That encourages repetition? No. That promotes discovery? Yes. It should promote discovery, creativity. Good, good. Manogna encourages repetition. Repetition is not the progressive method. If you repeat 100 times in the same way, that may not be able to understand by student. So we need to change the method. We need to change the strategy. Question number 28. Children are most creative when they participate in an activity. Children are most creative when they participate in an activity. When they participate in an activity to escape their teacher's scolding? No. When they are under stress to do well in front of the others? No. For rewards? No. It is out of their interest. When a teacher is conducting some activity, children should participate with out of their interest, not for reward. No. Most of you have opted for or D. It is not for reward. When you participate in some activity just for the reward, it is not creativity. It should have interest. With interest, you should participate. The third one is correct one. Yes. Question number 29. Question number 29. The classroom activities must suit the specific abilities of students in the classes. The responsibilities for these lines with the classroom activities must suit the specific abilities of the students in the class. The responsibilities for this line with the class teacher to translate curriculum as she or he expects or judges appropriate for students. Curriculum development to make it flexible for each and every learner. Systematic factors must take note of the needs to the diverse learners. Textbook developers must keep in mind the difficulty level of the learners. 29 option 2. Hmm? Okay. Okay, Surabhi, Varun, option 2. Curriculum development to make it flexible for each and every learner. See, curriculum is always developed for diverse learners. It is always developed for diverse learners. But when it is going to reach the student in a classroom, it is going to reach the student in a classroom based on the teacher implementation. So here the first one, the class teacher to translate curriculum as she or he expects for students, which is going to be appropriate for our students in the class of 40 students. What is most suitable for them as per her judgment or his judgment, the curriculum is going to be translated. Curriculum is always flexible. So as per the heterogeneous group of a student requirement, the teacher is going to customize. The first one is correct here. Yeah, question number 30. Question number 30. Child-centered teaching approach is also known as participative. Is also called as participative. Sorry. Question number 31. Which teaching approach is regarded as the best approach? Yes, yes, you are correct. Child-centered. Child-centered approach is regarded as the best approach. Next, question number 32. To cater the individual differences in his classroom, a teacher should to cater the individual differences in his classroom, a teacher should segregate and label children based on their marks, engage in dialogue with the students and value their perspective, impose strict rules upon his students, have uniform and standard ways of teaching and assessment. What do you feel? To cater individual differences in his classroom, have uniform and standard ways of teaching assessment. Standard ways of teaching assessment cannot justify the individual differences. Yeah, of course, there will be a formal assessment, but to cater the individual differences in a classroom, Teacher should engage in dialogue with students and value their perspective. NCF 2005 uh, gives an opportunity for CCE, as per the CCE method. Just give me 1 second. I think, sorry. Yeah. So the teacher need to engage in dialogue with the students and value their perspective. Next question number 33. Having a diverse classroom with children from varied social, economical, and cultural backgrounds enriches the learning experience of all students. This statement is it correct or incorrect? Of course, it is correct. Why? Correct because the children learn many skills from their peers. Correct because it makes the classroom more hierarchical. No, it is not going to make more hierarchical. The first one is correct. It is correct because the children learn many skills from their peers. Yes, yes, correct, Sandra. Correct, Pooja. Correct, Ashu. Let's move to the question number 34. Which of the following statements about children are correct? About children. Children are passive recipients of knowledge. No. Children are problem solvers. Children are scientific investigators. Children are active explorers of the environment. So second, third, and fourth option. Option one. Good, good. Let's move to the question number 35. The purpose of education should be developing business skills in students, developing social awareness in students, preparing students for examination, preparing students for practical life. Question number 35. Yes, Varun, correct. Surabhi, correct. Anshu, correct. Manogna, correct. Lisa, okay. Sandra, correct. So this is option number 4. Preparing students for practical life. That is the purpose of the education. Sole purpose of the education. Yes. Let's move to the question number 36. Doing activities with children will be effective only if doing activities with children will be effective only if the teacher conducts them to complete her lesson plan. No. The teacher does them as a pretends to obey her principal's directions for activity based learning. No. She believes the activity based education will help the child in understanding the concepts, and the teacher doesn't know why she is doing it. So obviously it is 3. When teacher believes that activity based learning, activity based condition will help the child in understanding the concepts, definitely it will become more effective. Good, good, good. Question number 37. Which one of the following question invites children to think critically? Which one of the following questions invites children to think critically? What are the different ways in which we can solve this? Do you know the answer to this? What is the right answer? Can you think of a similar situation? Yeah. So critical thinking. What are the different ways in which we can solve this? This explores them various possibilities that enhances their critical thinking. First one. Question number 38. Which quality is most important for students? Which quality is most important for students? Multiple times this model asked in previous year questions. Good behavior, independent thinking, obedience, hard working. Most important is independent thinking. Yes, yes, you are correct. Correct, correct. Independent thinking. Pooja, Anjali. So it's not good behavior, most important. Yes, good behavior is important, but most important in the given options is two. Yeah, 39. When teachers have positive beliefs about students and their abilities, the students, when teachers have positive beliefs about the students and their abilities, the students are not affected in any way. The students are eager and motivated to learn. The students become relaxed and stop putting any efforts to learn. The students become demotivated and stressed. So students are eager when a teacher is having a positive opinion about the student and their abilities. So they are eager and motivated to learn. They show more interest. Good, good, good. Question number 40. Which is not the part of co-curricular activities in school? Which is not the part of co-curricular activities in school? Debate, music and song competition, class lecture, drama. Of course, the third one, class lecture is not a co-curricular activity. Class lecture is the major one. The remaining three are co-curricular activities. Puja. Music and song competition is a co-curricular activity. They are asking which is not. Yeah. Question number 41. Question number 41. Co-curricular activities must be held. When we should conduct co-curricular activities? During school timings, outside school timings, either during or after school timings, should not be held at all. So fourth one is blunder. Outside the school timings is blunder. Either during or after school timings. After school timing, then nothing to conduct. So the first one, co-curricular activities should be planned during the school timings. They are the part of the curriculum. They are not something separate. They are the part of the curriculum. Games and sports at the elementary school level help students too. Question number 42. Games and sports at the elementary school level helps too. Learn cooperation, fairness, and negotiation. Be more competitive and exact in their task. Ensure success at any cost. Learn basic rules of all sports. The purpose of game and sports is not to improve the competitiveness. The purpose of any game or sport is not to improve the competitiveness. Game should have a cooperation. Game should have a teamwork. Game should have a negotiation with the other player. Fairness, honesty. The first one is correct. Yeah. Question number 44. Which of the following is not a purpose of asking questions in the class? When a teacher is asking questions in the class, which is not a purpose? Rapport building, making students to think, maintaining discipline, providing feedback to students. Teacher asks questions to students to build the rapport, to make students to think, to provide feedback to student, but not to maintain the discipline. That is not the objective of the asking questions. If a student is discussing in between, just to control him, teacher will not ask the question. He should not. So third one is correct option. Third one is correct option, which is not a purpose. Remaining all are purpose. Next, question number 45. As a teacher, what is your most important function? As a teacher, what is your most important function? Imparting knowledge, teaching a subject, making student disciplined, facilitating learning. So your most important function is facilitating learning. Yes, yes. Yeah, Manogna, what is important? What is rapport? Rapport means, the interaction. Rapport building means is interaction with student and teacher. They should not have a fear of asking questions. Students should feel comfortable to ask doubts. That comes only when these both have a rapport. Yeah, 45 is 4. Next, 46, question number 46. The education which gets imparted in family environment is known as, I think in the previous question I explained the different kinds of educations: formal, informal, non-formal, and basic education. The education which gets imparted in family environment is known as, it is informal, through family, through peer group, through TV, to radio, whatever, through media, we learn something. So that is informal. It doesn't require any timetable. It doesn't require any rigid, structured manner. Structured monitoring is not required for that. Formal education, the one which you get from the school, the one which you get from the college, the one you get from the universities, with a proper structured plan, timetable, exam, certification, that is called formal education. Non-formal, formal education has certain advantages and disadvantages. Informal education also has certain advantages and disadvantages. To fulfill these two, the gaps of these two, the third one is entertained, non-formal education. So in non-formal education, student will have access to school as well as outside. So you don't, they don't stress on the attendance part of the school. A student need not maintain the 100% attendance to complete in non-formal education. So it's a combination of both. Okay. Next, 47. Which of the following factors has least impact on teaching? The factors that have least impact on teaching: teacher's knowledge, classroom activity, socio-economic background, learning through experience. Yes, yes, you all are correct. 3. Socio-economic background is having least impact on teaching. 48. Which one of the following is considered a sign of motivated learning? Which one of the following is considered a sign of motivated learning? Students asking questions, watching a demonstration, listening to presentations, student taking notes. The first one, yes, yes, you all are correct. Students asking questions is considered as a motivated learning, sign of motivated learning. 49. The main aim of teaching is, the main aim of teaching, to develop a reasoning ability, to develop thinking ability, to give information, both 1 and 2. Yes, fourth one. This also a PYQ. The same question was asked in, I think, 2019 or 18. Question number 50. Children should dash questions in the class. Children should be stopped from asking questions. Children should be encouraged to ask questions. Children should be discouraged to ask questions. Children should not be allowed to ask questions. So it is second one. Yes, yes, yes. Very good, very good, very good. Good work, good work, good work by all. I hope this session was useful for all of you. And today is 8th. Your final RIE CEE exam is scheduled on 29th of this month. Hardly another 20 days time is there. Recently I have got the official information that last year approximately 19,000 students have attended this exam. Uh, but the available number of seats are same. This year, obviously, the number may increase. The number may increase. Your no seat deciding factor. Seat deciding factor is teaching aptitude, language, and also reasoning ability. See, I feel every student will attend all 30 questions in teaching aptitude because you feel that it is known to you. You don't feel that I don't know this question so that I can leave. You cannot take that decision because all the questions will be familiar to you. That is why when you are attending this teaching aptitude, when you are choosing the answer, please do read 2 times. If question is very easy, you have to be more careful. Even single question mistake is going to change the fate. So we do provide the same sessions in coming 2 days. Again, I will come with another 50 questions on the remaining topics. As I already showed you, let me just once again show the paper trend. Yeah, here as I already showed you, today I have covered the possible number of models on the first and second subtopic: attitude towards the education, children and teaching, and also interest in teaching. In the next session, I will collect the questions on leadership qualities and group management, emotional and social adjustment, and also intrapersonal and interpersonal skills. Based on these three subtopics, I will gather the possible PYQs, and also based on the PYQs, the expected models. Right? We will create another 50 to 60 good models, and as early as possible, maybe within 1 2 days, we'll announce the session. And the next important thing, please do go through all the daily practice tests, mock test. 23 mock tests we are providing, which are prepared on latest syllabus, very fresh test papers, which are available in our Tej Academy app. And maybe if some of you have not joined our crash course, also you can access our mock test for very less cost. Hardly it is 150 rupees. For 150 rupees we are actually providing uh, 23 mock test papers, right? So if you have not subscribed the Zoom classes, still you can access our mock test papers, which can enhance your performance, which can improve your performance. And we also kept 3 mock tests for 10 rupees, that also you can use, right? So yes, Pooja, how can we get these mock tests? Please do download our Tej Academy app from Play Store. In an Android mobile, you can download Tej Academy app. We have created multiple courses for RIE CEE. One is Arjuna batch for level 1. One is exclusively for mock test. So you can choose either test series or even the class also, as per your convenience. Hope I think this session is useful for you people. And if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe. Please do subscribe and share it to your friends who are preparing for this exam. Let them also get benefited. Right. Thank you. Thank you all.